Alright, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy, the Content, coming at you with a deck profile from this weekend's regional in Greenville, South Carolina. Who we got here?
CJ Turnage.
And what did you just do?
I got 7th with pure Despia, no Brave, no DPE, no Dragoon.
None of that shit. Let's get it.
Alright, so
none of them.
Start with hand traps.
Oh, wait, before we start though, you got any shout outs?
Gerald, Keith, Ben for driving me.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
you already know. You
Gotta get us in there.
You already know.
Look at Chad.
I got it, Ben.
Oh, shit. There you go.
Alright, so hand traps, 3 Ash, 2 Valor, and we'll just throw in the Imperm right there. 3 Gamma and the driver, and then 1 Bell. I was playing cross out. So I tried to play as much cross out targets
That's about to
as
be my first
possible.
question. You animal?
And then as far as the actual Despias go, 3 Tragedy, 3 Aluber because I need normal summons, 2 Adlib, 1 Dramaturge, and 1 Comedy.
Really? 2 of them things?
Yeah, so in the grind game, which happens especially in the mirror, you need 2 of these to keep resolving mirror jades.
Okay, I can see that.
Over and over. And then 2 of the Albaz.
How'd the Comedy do for you?
Comedy is real good because if you open this, you don't need to send Tragedy off the Branded Fusion.
Okay.
So you can play this and play around Valor and Imperm.
Okay.
And then I did play the Frightfur package and very small.
Me too. Okay.
This kind of works because sometimes you can brick with the Albaz and then you can just fusion just normally with it.
Yeah.
And it's good hand advantage at some point because you have a lot of cards that discard.
Oh yeah.
So 3 branded fusion, 3 branded opening, 3 branded in red, and 1 of the field spells.
3-3-3. I like it.
Yeah. So you want to see everything you can because basically you're trying to see and resolve each one of these every turn if you can.
Yeah.
This is probably the least helpful. I don't think I ever fused with this ever, and the second effect never come up.
Yeah.
And then 2 cross out, 2 tactics, foolish, and call by.
Okay.
So sometimes when you go second, this is just a little bit better, which is why I didn't play 3 cross out.
Yeah.
And then foolish, of course, gets you the Luber, and it can also, if you open Tragedy, you can foolish Comedy to help play around the Imperm, and then call by the Graves, just the 3rd cross out.
How many is that in the main?
45.
45. Okay.
And then we'll do extra deck. So 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Searing Dragon, and 2 Albion. That's the Albaz fusions.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard. You send this to set, and then this is your fusion, and then this is what actually carries the deck.
Yeah. That card's nuts. I got my Golden Boy Banish today. I feel good.
Yes. And then Masquerade, this is still good at 2 because you kind of have to play versus Splendors, and this just makes them burn.
Oh, okay.
I also played a Dragon Link today. We're putting 2 of these on board. So he has to get through a lot of his combo, like burning himself to death before he can actually clear these.
Yeah.
And then still playing 2 Guardian Chimera because we're playing more pure and we want to actually go through our turn and our opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So this also works with Comedy because if you're under skill drain, which happened versus Earth Machines, you can summon this and then Comedy contribute it so it resolves and you can pop the skill drain.
Oh, that's spicy.
Dragapelio, it's just a super poly target, never made it.
Right.
This is real good because this can put people's stuff to 0, so if you give them like a big Nibiru token, you can just make it 0 and run over it.
Yeah.
This is helpful. You actually make this a lot because you can just set a Despia and super poly away a light in the dark, and then you can bring back their DPE or something.
Yeah.
Verte that I never made, and Dark that I never made.
I was about to ask you that. Did you make any of these today?
So I made all of this. This is basically what I didn't make, and I never actually hard made him.
Yeah. But the links themselves are
the links I never made. Never a scenario.
Did you cut them?
No, because there's a couple times where I thought about making them, but it just wasn't worth it. But there's going to be, I guess, a time where I'd want Verte. So for side, we just played 3 Nib. This sucked. I never played this. Never used it. 3 Cosmic because you're trying to play around the mirror with red, and you're also trying to out the trap decks.
This plays around the mirror?
Yes, because they're going to set Brandon in red. Most of the time they set it off the dragon so you know right where it is.
I'll just bait it out?
Yeah, you can just Cosmic it on standby and they have to go on the Chimera for nothing. And then Super Poly. Underperformed for what you would think.
Underperformed?
Yeah, most people in the mirror are just ending on Mirror Jade, so there's no Super Poly target.
Yeah.
And then even if you do Super Poly, they can make Adlib and bring it back. It's not that great. It actually performed versus Sword Soul because normal to Jester, and he changes Grandmaster trying to get it and super quality way into the Despia fusion. This is pretty good versus Flunder.
Sheesh.
And it has like a side note of basically you can play it with this. And you can make all the cards on field zombies, so if you have like the big Mirror Jade board, they can't play. Same thing for Flunder.
Yeah.
This actually worked versus Dragon Link today to do because they couldn't make any of their links or most of their links.
Yeah.
And then this is actually just a cross-out target.
Okay. That's fair.
So that was pretty much it. I played a lot of different decks. I didn't play but one mirror match, which I won, and then I didn't play any base. Played one Prank Kids. That was my only loss.
But a bunch of mirror matches though.
Yeah, I played one Prank Kids. That was my loss, and I played Adamantipator, which I just don't know what to do because they do too much. They almost do too much for this deck while at the same time
Adam,
not doing much. Yes, they do so much while at the same time doing nothing. So it's just like you don't know what to stop.
Right. Yeah. Like any rogue deck.
Yep.
Why no DPE or Dragoons?
So I was playing DPE last night in locals, and it just sucked. Like you don't because you can't make Verte without like doing something bad. You just have to hard draw fusions.
Yeah.
So you're playing 2 fusions and 2 bricks for nothing.
Yeah.
And Dragoon Hex Sealed is the only way you make it unless you're gonna play Vanilla Dark Magician. And same thing. It's just not great.
It's not. Yeah.
It's you'd rather have Mirror Jade and Loops because if you open it right, you can Mirror Jade twice on their turn with Chimeras. You get 3 interruptions versus 1 Dragoon.
Yeah, which is better. That makes sense. That's pretty fair.
And you don't lose in the Nibiru in this deck, so there's no reason to make a Dragoon early.
Right.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Hey, but good shit, bro. I appreciate it. Hopefully you have much success. I'm assuming you're gonna play this for the remainder of the format.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to Richmond. I don't know if I'll play this exact deck, but I'll probably play something similar to it at Richmond.
Hell yeah, bro.
Richmond next week.
No, it's Mother's Day.
Oh, Mother's Day. Oh, you ain't a real one for that one. I don't know about that.
She'll be alright.
I see you there.
See you there though, bro.
Alright.